Well, hello Pisces. Welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K and this is your second half of April 2018 reading. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back to those of you who come to me for your weekly, monthly, and yearly readings. I greatly appreciate that. I appreciate the donations, the messages, the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe, and know that it really fills my heart after you guys have been receiving your personal readings, how as you let Spirit guide you in your path, you found yourself in a path filled with more joy and contentment and peace and happiness and love. That is what makes me continue to do what it is that I do. I'm starting out with a circle spread, and and this is the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. Let's jump right in. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Pisces with clearly defined messages regarding Pisces life path here on Earth at this time, on into and through the middle to the end of April 2018. Love and romance, career, and finance. And then we'll see what areas by which Spirit would like to focus on. So the card at the center of the circle is representing your energies at this time in your path here on Earth. There are messages here about doing something by the book. Not repeating a cycle, not going astray in your path at this time. Whomever's energies I'm pulling for this general reading. In your mental aspects position, it's like something happening over and over and over again. It's a never-ending story. And then all of a sudden, maybe by the end of April, early May, a message comes to you in the relationship sector. Now you have the ability to create things in your life that get you excited and happy. You can make changes in your life at any time. But in your creative aspects position, when you receive a message in the bottle, you may be spending time creating the answer to why you must go by the book when it comes to a message you receive. When it comes to something that seemed to have gone on and on for a long period of time. Now in your actions position, we have a fork in the road. And again, Spirit's saying, go by the book. In your emotional aspects position, co-creating. This is about wondering if you and another could come together and manifest something, you know, like a relationship or a business or a contract or however it may apply. You're still asking why. Why do I want to co-create? How do I go by the book when it comes to taking action at this fork in the road? Now subconsciously, we've got you maybe understanding or recognizing that you're going back around a circle again. You know that you're going to get hurt. You know what the ending's going to be like because it's always the same. So at this point, some of you, not all of you, are going to change things up and you're going to respond differently to the message in the bottle. You're going to go by the book and do what Jesus would do, right? So in your mental or your practical, same thing I guess, day-to-day matters position, this is about sitting patiently in your boat, praying to Spirit, asking for Spirit to push you in the direction by which you feel is best for you. Spirit feels, is best for you. Because sometimes we just don't make the right choices on our own behalf. So in your inner strengths position, Spirit's saying, get poised for success as you co-create with someone, as you get to the answers and you watch Spirit lead you in a way by which you find yourself hoping to succeed. And I think it's away from an old path, letting go of that message, though it may be very tempting when it comes to moving somewhere. So just remain positive and know that there is no need in the second half of April to make any clear decisions about anything. In the first week and a half from watching the video, or in the middle, maybe third week of April, Some of you, not all of you, are going to recognize that this situation is not being done by the book, and that it has been nothing but an eternal waiting for the end to come. And now it's time to go. Spirit saying now it's time, with the clean it up energies, to sweep away old negativity, negative people, places, circumstances, situations, and environments, so you can give thanks to the blessings in your life with the milk and honey, celebrating the path you're already on, and recognize the serendipity of it all, the way things are transpiring. As you pull back because a path is over, you've chopped the wood, you get to now climb into the path of success and put that wood into a fire and enjoy that beautiful fire. There's a deep knowing that some of you have, that you want peace in your life, and that you can even just sit with your imagination when it comes to maybe fantasies or, you know, passion. But, you know, read a book, watch a movie, write a book, do passionate creative projects. Yeah, build something in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Create statues, create pottery, create photography, whatever it is. Some of you, not all of you, are just coming to a fork in the road because you're trying to figure out, what is it that I'm poised for? I have all this education, all this knowledge, all this experience in my life, and I'm coming to the end of a path, and I'm looking over the edge. And there's 2 paths below. There's a round and round we go that I've walked 1,000,000 times. And there is praying to Spirit that things will happen according to what Spirit wants them to happen like. I think a message for some of you who have walked the difficult path, you're excited to go peek over the edge to see this new exciting fork in the road. For some of you, not all of you, you may be receiving gifts of communication with this message in a bottle energy by the end of April. And this is going to make you feel like you are kind of stuck between 2 worlds. And that's where Spirit is saying, as you recognize a fork in the road, sit in the here and now. Remember the by the book energies. It's a time to be fair to all who may be involved in this idea, this direction, this new goal. There seems to be some sort of unfinished communication, as some of you were hoping to come together and create something with someone. I think you're going to eventually realize that this is not the one. It is not the business that can bring you away from where you're at right now yet. But be open to some change. Change in yourself, change in the relationship if you're in a relationship, change to how you respond to that communication if you're single. And then be positive. If you're single, I feel like positive energies will bring in the blessings you've been hoping for, will bring in the family connections that you've waited to meet in your life path. Some of you, not all of you, can finally go from feeling this orphaned energy of someone blowing you off and leaving you alone to actually turning around and recognizing someone else who has a very loyal heart. And you can breathe and understand that this gift that you may have always wanted is coming your way according to divine timing with the TikTok energy. Spirit is saying continue to connect to your higher power, because they are the ones trying to bring a loyal heart into your path. So I'm feeling like with the between the worlds too, that there may be somebody who's kind of going between 2 paths and can't seem to make up their mind. So I want to clarify by bringing in the Sacred Circle Tarot by Anna Franklin and Paul Mason. And I'm going to clarify the circle spread and ask for any additional spiritual guidance and or messages, maybe the elements or fire, water, air signs of those who you guys may be communicating with. Okay, look at this. by the book. You are the spider. That is your web, and everyone connected to you is in this web. Spirit's saying the reason you need to take one step at a time in the correct order is that each step you take in that web will affect those who are in your path. Whether that's good or bad, it's something to think about because it's there. So in your mental aspects position, there's this never-ending story, and Spirit's saying they're offering you the warrior energies to put on your leather, grab your sword, speak your truth. Look, do you want to have a relationship with me, or do you want to enter into partnership with me or not? I would like to do this. Here's my spiel, and then pray to Spirit and let it go and be what it's going to or not going to be. Because eventually a message is going to come in here, maybe by, I'm still feeling, end of April, early May. And what's in this message? What is this message? It's about a solid foundation. You guys at some point had sent out some information to someone maybe who has fire in their chart, Sagittarius or Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, because this is general, or you sent out a message to see if you could connect to a new foundation, a new job, a new home, something that provides you with a nice solid foundation. It is a good message. It may require changes. It may require having to move. Remain positive. In your creative aspects position, some of you, not all of you, are saying, why? Why are you saying why? Because we have something coming in quickly. So as you're praying to Spirit, after you've spoken your truth about what you want, you've received what you want, I feel like somebody goes back into the zone of not contacting again. And you guys wondering if you should give this a chance anymore. So you are at a point where maybe some of you, not all of you, are with one connection contemplating another connection, and the connection maybe that you want more is not answering, is not responding, is not doing anything at all, because they have, or you have, the web energies where people can be affected if you don't take and do steps in the correct order by the book. Hopefully this is making sense to someone. So we've got this Two of Pentacles, okay? Feeling off balance in your actions position because you're at a fork in the road and you can't make a decision. You're in a web. You have others in your web with you. So in your emotional aspects position, there's a wanting to come together and co-create with someone, but something happens quickly. You put on your leather and grab your sword and say, okay, we went from a never-ending story to I am finally finding a path, and then someone comes back into my path. So emotionally, I think you guys, whoever this is going to take and bring a peaceful resolution to the situation, or Spirit's telling you that there will be a peaceful resolution to the situation. You may be wondering why someone kept acting the same way, and now an answer comes that brings clarity and helps for you to let go. Finally, for some of those Pisces out there, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So in your subconscious, we've got this round and round energy. Look at that. You guys are coming out of your head with the Five of Swords and are now with the Six of Swords, finding solace, finding contentment, finding joy, doing things by the book, recognizing the message in the bottle is going to build a solid foundation for you. Therefore, you can let go of that past where you went round and round and round. In your practical day-to-day matters position, you are waiting for Spirit to guide you. And here comes a message. Awesome. It may start out small, but it's a communication for some of you, not all of you, about moving into a new financial path. After something has come to a resolution between you guys and someone else that ends up wondering why did something take place. But I think something is taking place where someone's coming in to have a conversation or communication with, so you can both maybe bring closure and a peaceful situation to the fact that you are maybe kindred spirits and you have co-created something that now just needs to heal and be handed to Spirit until whenever Spirit feels like that's necessary to come back again. So in your inner strengths position, Spirit's saying we're giving you the strength to remain poised. For some of you, this means holding your composure if you are with someone who's maybe older than you, who has fire in their chart, Sagittarius or Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Male or female, because this is general. So this is just a masculine energy, or this is you guys being poised as you're setting goals for yourself, as you're manifesting accomplishments in your path. As you're doing things by the book, you will receive some sort of information that may come in quickly, unexpectedly, that brings you out of worries and concerns about money to actually stepping in an abundant, beautiful road ahead. That's exciting. You could connect with a new tribe of people who recognize your skills. So in the first week and a half or 2 weeks, we do have going by the book, making decisions. Time to leave something behind. And it could be for some of you, you're leaving an Aquarius behind with the star card energies, or you are hoping, wishing, and praying for a wish to come true. And with the star card energies as a major arcana, Spirit's going to help for that wish to come true for you. But you're having to bring closure to a situation, maybe even a dark side of self, and step into who you were meant to be. And here you are dancing, getting ready to come to the edge and see where this new path is and what it looks like, because it's a blessed path. It's a blessed path of people who are like your tribe. Don't worry or fear these energies of restriction, financial restriction, because I think someone is going to come in with a loyal heart via your hopes, wishes, and prayers. You need to speak your truth with this person. You need to be clear about your boundaries. You need to express that you're not afraid to use that sword to cut them out of your path if it just isn't right for you. So here you guys were focusing on a treasure, and now you've put all of your swords into the situation. It's just plain time to rest. I think what Spirit's trying to do is slow down time a little bit to line up some sort of divine situation. And you guys have the magician energies, so you have all the elements at your fingertips, air, water, fire, earth, to take this information and to decide, is it worth discontentment to connect and make this change? Or is it because you're discontent, you'll be excited to use the magician energies? And that's when Spirit says, we are going to be guiding you into a path of great reward. We are going to be guiding you into this path of been here, done this. So poise for your success. In a 3-card summary to my left with the same Sacred Circle Tarot, the first week and a half of watching the video, there is an opportunity for great reward when you let go of a path and you go by the book, recognizing that the steps you take will affect those around you. But it is a time as well to step away from an old path and to find solace in where you've been. A message could come in that could offer a very solid, exciting foundation, an opportunity to make changes, an opportunity to maybe even move, but to receive great reward, happiness, joy, fulfillment, financial abundance. You guys are being reborn through this process at the end of April 2018. You're looking at an old path as though it is for the very first time, because you recognized with the shaman energies that you were going in the wrong direction. Therefore, you are coming back to center and are manifesting the correct path for you. And Spirit's saying the correct path for you guys is to express yourself when it comes to your wishes regarding finances. And at the same time, give to charity, care for others. For some of you, this could be a female who does well financially, who wants to work out a charity situation. Some of you guys are seen as someone who does work for charity. Some of you are tied to a karmic situation with this air sign. Could be Aquarius. But you've got the lady energies. I feel like somebody finds you attractive, but you're heading in a new direction, different direction. So in the 4th week of April, here we are facing our fears, moving in a new direction. Something comes in quickly, wondering why, getting a message, contemplating this new foundation, stepping over these rocks because they represent fear, allowing for the moon to shine the path ahead of you. Spirit is going to provide you hope and clarity with the High Priestess energies. She's going to bring you clarity to by which there may be confusion. And then you're going to be shining like the sun. You're going to bring a situation to a resolution and have positive energies because of the messages you're receiving, because of the way Spirit moved you into the proper direction. For some of you, the proper direction is definitely this King of Swords energy, someone older than you who has fire in their chart, Sag, Aries, or Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. A new path will be on offer to step in some form of financial direction, a portal into a brand new world. Keep your heart open, observe, listen to your intuition. Some of you will have to bring an ending to what you're doing now in order to reflect on what it is you want to dedicate yourself to. Maybe there's different offers. People like your work and you're trying to figure out, who do I work with or which person? At some point, you guys are going to be more than happy with this 8 of Cups all dolled up to abandon a path that no longer serves you. But there is bondage here. There is opposition. Are you sure you're not just feeling like you're stuck? Yeah, in the outcome position, there's nostalgia. Some of you are trying to let go of this, and the High Priest is saying, congratulations. You've ended a long path that involves the past. You may now step into a new path. Do you want to work on the path you've been in and recover, or do you want to start a new path with someone who has ulterior motives? Wow. So some of you are going to just stay strong in your own path and let the changes take place. You'll receive an offer of sorts, but be careful not to go around an old path the same way you had in the past that you've already learned about. Good time to work on finances and creative projects, because there's discontent here. So Spirit's slowing down the clock to kind of get you guys to think about what it is you want to create that fulfills you. All right, so let's get into spiritual guidance. No. Let's bring in, wow, at 23 minutes, we have the love and romance energies I'm pulling. I'm using the Heal Yourself reading cards by Ina Segal. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Pisces with clearly defined messages regarding Pisces' life path here on Earth at this time, on into and through the end of April 2018. Mid to April. Mid to end. Okay, so they're saying, going by the book, your actions will affect those around you. For some of you, not all of you, there's a hole in your soul. Or at least you think so. When you're unsure of why you may take some steps you're taking, that's a time to slow down and do nothing, right? In your mental aspects position, it's like, when is this ever going to end? Now I'm starting to get my leather on. Do I have to defend myself? Well, Spirit's saying, have the courage to maintain your composure should a test come into your path in the next, well, 2 to 3 weeks after watching this video, maybe even into the first week of May. In your relationship sector, there's a message coming in with regards to a new foundation. In your relationship sector, there is strong energy for sexual arts. It's a strong energy to take your passion and put it into something artistic while you're waiting to figure out why. After you start to manifest something artistic, people respond quickly and give you a lot of acknowledgement. This is when some of you, not all of you, can discover your life purpose. Painting, drawing, photography, pottery, in your actions position. There may be a little bit of instability when it comes to making a decision about this fork in the road. And Spirit's saying, what is it that you dream about? What are the steps you would have to take? Will it really fill the hole in your soul if you take these steps? In your emotional aspects position, you may have wanted to co-create with someone. There could be a celebration when someone comes in, but you definitely need to make sure what the ulterior motives may be of this offer in the next 3 weeks from watching the video. Again, Spirit's saying, have the courage to unleash your creativity. Because an offer may come in of financial abundance that may surprise you. Wow. So in your subconscious, we have going round and round, but stepping off that round and round. I've learned enough. I'm not going to deal with the 5 of Swords anymore. I'm going to step into the 6 of Swords, and I'm going to move in a new direction and break away from what has been so that I can find success. And Spirit's saying, well, how teachable are you? For some of you, I feel like you're going to get recognition about some sort of artwork. And this artwork, or this idea, goal, talent, skill, this is something that will be able to provide you with a solid foundation. So make sure you've learned. Spirit's saying, how teachable are you? Have you learned the lesson? If you've learned the lesson, the blessings can now come. So you're sitting here out in the sea, right? You're waiting for that message of financial abundance, maybe even waiting on a message from a person that you wanted to get in touch with who may have Earth in their chart, but I'm feeling more like a message of money comes and Spirit flows you in the right direction. And this is happening with assistance from above. Someone who passed before you, or your angel, spirit guides, etc. Do what is right in this process. Make only the right changes and pose for success. Whatever it is you guys are trying to manifest in your own path that doesn't involve another person, like your own creative path, your own financial path, you're climbing into a position of leadership and you're looking good. And this is going to bring you a lot of energies of self-love. Because at the fork in the decision you waited, or fork in the road you waited, and you observed, and you came to a peaceful resolution about something in the past that just was never ending. So, let me do one more 3-card spread. This is from the Healing Yourself deck. Some of you, not all of you, are starting out with the victim consciousness. It's now time to take a good look in the mirror. Have the courage to say, I have to let go. As many times as you have to. Because for some of you, not all of you, you're self-sabotaging yourself. If this is what that little girl looks like inside, or a person that you're thinking of, it's time to clean her up. It's time to get her hair done, her nails. Put her in a nice, beautiful suit and tell her that she can go out and she can manage and manifest anything that she sets her heart to. Because she has this tribe supporting her. Some of you have finally stepped beyond some sort of temptation and rejection and sadness. Hopefully you understand by this point that whatever happens in your path when it comes to that happens because it's meant to teach you about yourself in order to prep you for the soulmate connection. So here you guys are in the next 2 to 3 weeks from watching the video, or the middle of April. This is, yeah, almost mid-April, end of April, 4th week of April, I guess. Some of you feel like people just come into your path. Like you've allowed life to lead you. But now it's time to sit up and to take control of your path and to express who gets to be in your path and who does not. Because these letting people just come and go in your path has become a bit of a cycle. Yeah, some of you are following someone or something that's very attractive. But pay attention to the signs. At some point, you're going to understand that it is time for a peaceful resolution within your own soul. And you'll be able to do that through creativity. So take off your mask. Look in the mirror and say, not only to yourself, but to others, exactly what it is that you want. If they don't want the same thing, know that it's okay and it's time to move forward in your path. You're going to be reborn through this process like the phoenix rising, and love will come your way. Love is about having faith, not about ego attachments. Love is something we pray for, and then we allow for it to come into our path. Because we're not the boss when it comes to love. If we want real love, we need to open our heart to spirit and trust that they will help for this to turn in your favor exactly, not exactly. They'll bring you what it is you're asking for if you take the right steps. So this is definitely a test about moving into your future, deciding on your future, making the best choice about your future, mostly because you need to protect yourself and not sabotage your own soul. So you don't end up in the end still craving and waiting for a change and just sitting with positive energies that don't ever go anywhere. It's time to have fun in your path, Pisces. So I pulled a card earlier to close with from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realm deck by Colette Baron Reed. And you guys received the Spirit Whisperer, Divine Guidance, Higher Knowledge, which is awesome at this time. As an ally, the Spirit Whisperer comes to you, heralding the miraculous and the inspired. She whispers guidance from the divine through your higher senses so that you can hear her wisdom and know her love for you. She is committed to helping you intuit the next right action and steers you away from trouble. The Spirit Whisperer keeps you inspired to move forward, always knowing just in time the correct next step. She guides you to fulfill your highest purpose. When she appears, it's a sign of inspired ideas that with continual action will lead you towards success. That is a very good omen. If your question is about a relationship, the Spirit Whisperer speaks of soul connections, past lives, and great learning through mutual mirroring. She will whisper how long, how short, how deep, how sweet the relationship can be. There were soul bargains made even before you were both born here, and an exploration is in order. You may move forward, but keep listening to the Spirit Whisperer for the lessons that the vulnerability of love brings. One caution warns that you may be about to go astray. Red flags are waving, or if they're waving, you must pay attention lest you find yourself cleaning up the messes you didn't even know that you made. If this is about a relationship, you may be repeating something in your past that you don't need to relearn. Stay away, as this may end up a costly distraction. That said, lessons learned over and over make for great wisdom later. So you're going through a lesson now to have something to refer to in the future when you may be tested again. Because life is about trying to climb that spiritual ladder to find that complete fulfillment, happiness, and joy. And yeah, I think you guys are learning this time to do things by the book and to trust that you're being guided by the divine at this time into a path that maybe you have never walked before. Maybe no one else has ever walked before. But it's through your creativity that you're going to discover some sort of life purpose in the second half of April. And I think that's what Spirit wants you to focus on first. And then changes will come at a different time. All right, so thank you again for stopping by. If you want me to read your personal energies, you can write me at my email, josiek42@gmail.com, and the prices are listed below. Take care, and God bless.